The highest reward for one's toil is not what one gets for it, but what one becomes by it. If you fuel your journey on the opinions of others, you are going to run out of gas. There comes a time in your life when you have to choose to turn the page, write another book, or simply close it. Stop looking for happiness in the same place you lost it. The people with the worst past can create the best future. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan, and what they have planned for you is not much. One day you'll laugh at how much you let this matter. Clocks show time, and time shows people. Forgiving people in silence and never speaking to them again is a form of self-care. Don't cling to yesterday. It was beautiful, but it was yesterday. Stop being so available to people who are only there for you when it's convenient for them. You'll have to be where you are to get where you need to go. If you wait until you're ready, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. If your heart is broken, make art with the pieces. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Time is what we want most, but what we use worst. Courage is the power to let go of the familiar. I hope you heal from things no one ever apologized for. There is no way to peace. Peace is the way. Reputation is what other people know about you. Honor is what you know about yourself. Healing doesn't mean the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls your life. Recognizing that you are not where you want to be is a starting point to begin changing your life. If you can find paths without any obstacles, it probably leads nowhere. Problems are the price you pay for progress. Be patient and tough. Someday this pain will be useful to you. The trouble is, if you don't spend your life yourself, other people spend it for you. Unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. It's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. Your value is not determined by someone else's inability to see your worth. Stand up to your obstacles and do something about them. You will find that they haven't half the strengths you think they have. No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself. Change the person in the mirror, and your world will change. Shallow men believe in luck. Strong men believe in cause and effect. You cannot be lonely if you like the person you're alone with. Your wound is not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. You can win a lot in life just by being the last one to give up. Be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. Close some doors today, not because of pride, incapacity, or arrogance, but simply because they lead you nowhere. Much suffering and much unhappiness arise when you take each thought that comes into your head for the truth. The journey to your success will always begin with the small step of taking a chance. We feel guilty when we no longer want to associate with old friends who have not changed, but this is the price and marker of growth. The world will not become kinder to you just because you are a good person. Good people are the ones who are played with the most. You'll ruin your life trying to make everyone happy. Sacrifice today for tomorrow's betterment. You are willing to pay those payments with pain because pain is just a message when you are fixing something that's insufficient in your life. You may have had unfair things happen to you, but the depth of your pain is an indication of the height of your future. If someone's words do not match their actions, get away from them. In every success story, you will find someone who has made a courageous decision. Be careful the stories you're telling yourself about your current circumstances. A head full of negative thoughts has no space for positive ones. Strong people have a strong sense of self-worth and self-awareness. They don't need the approval of others. If there was nothing wrong in the world, there wouldn't be anything for us to do. You will never change your life until you change something you do daily. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. Waiting is painful. Forgetting is painful. But not knowing which to do is the worst kind of suffering. Almost every successful person begins with two beliefs. The future can be better than the present, and I have the power to make it so. There is hope, even when your brain tells you there isn't. You only fail when you stop trying. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. Adversity is not a detour. It is part of the path. Adversity has the effect of eliciting talents, which in prosperous circumstances would have lain dormant. Maybe the path that scares you the most is the one you need to take. Sometimes carrying on, just carrying on, is a superhuman achievement. We must be willing to let go of the life we planned, so as to have the life that is waiting for us. Never lose hope. Storms make people stronger and never last forever. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Every adversity, every failure, and every heartache carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone, but the things you do for others remain as your legacy. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Never limit your view of life by any past experience. Action may not always bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. Remember, no effort that we make to attain something beautiful is ever lost. Forever is composed of nows. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. One of the most important things you can accomplish is just being yourself. A mind that is stretched by a new experience can never go back to its old dimensions. Sometimes you have to lose all you have to find out who you truly are. Courage is found in unlikely places. Change is scary because known challenges and pain are easier to accept than unknown ones. Don't be afraid to do things by yourself. Waiting for other people will cause you to miss out on some wonderful things in life. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than the one with all the facts. You have to walk and create the way by your walking. You will not find a ready-made path. You cannot be afraid to disappoint people. You have to live the life you want to live. You will meet people who you just can't get along with no matter how correct you come. You can say and do all the right things, but will bump heads regardless. Your life becomes meaningful in precise proportion to the depths of the responsibility you are willing to shoulder. Seek first to understand, then to be understood.